In this video, we'll go over the virtual instruments mode. One thing you'll notice is that it doesn't ask for an input or output signal path. That's configured in each virtual instrument. We'll open the step and we can see a virtual instruments table. It's currently blank, so to add something, we'll right-click in the table, go to Add, and choose Signal Generator. A new virtual instrument generator shows here. Any virtual instrument that's available in the Operate menu is also available in this step. If we want to adjust it, we can right-click and select Configure Virtual Instrument, or double-click on it. We can select any output signal path here, which will be reflected in the acquisition step. Choose the output signal type, if it's EQ'd or not, the frequency range, the level, and if it's continuous or for a specific duration. If we close this step now, we can see that the signal path updated. Next, let's add a multimeter. As a shortcut to open everything at the same time, we can right-click and select Configure All. This Close All option is now available, and we can use that to quickly close any open instruments. Because the multimeter is an input signal path, we will have a data name that will go to the memory list. We can see that here under the Values tab. If we run this sequence, they'll both run continuously until we hit Enter or OK. If we want to play for a specified amount of time, we can select that in here. We can put the signal generator to 6 seconds duration and the multimeter to 5 seconds, just to make sure that we're always outputting when we're inputting. This panel option can now be set to hide. When run continuously, the instruments must be shown to remind you what's running. But if there's a specified duration, they can run in the background. The record delay means that any input virtual instruments, for example the multimeter, will start X amount of time after the signal generator is started. If we run this sequence now, we can see we don't see the instruments and it automatically closes. If we want to remove something, we can right-click on that specific instrument and remove it. One thing that's specific to the Spectrum or FFT is that it can be set for triggered recording, the same way that record only can be set. Averages are the number of times it will need to be triggered before the sequence will end. So I run this sequence and it waits for the trigger level. I'll just snap into the microphone here to make it trigger. And here's the final waveform after 3 averages. In the Operate menu, we can save configurations as VIC files. So if I open up a signal generator and an RTA, I can put some settings in here. Save it as a virtual instruments file. And then in the acquisition step, I can load that file. Now when I run the sequence, those virtual instruments will be opened and the sequence will run with those parameters.